My husband, Tom, and I have shared our family's journey many, many times over the last 44 years. Our oldest child, Emilee Jean Swanson, was created and born with love in our hearts and a perfect APGAR rating of 10. She was a joy to be around. At the age of 3, she developed a very rare viral infection of the brain, losing the ability to walk and talk, cognitive functions declining, and finally slipping into a coma 3 weeks later. There was never a definitive diagnosis. We were told not to expect her to live more than a few months. We read Elizabeth Kubler-Ross's book, On Death and Dying, and checked in with a psychiatrist at our local children's hospital in Seattle to talk to him as suggested by our clinical care providers. They wanted to be sure that we clearly understood what was happening to our daughter. Emilee was not expected to recover. We worked very hard to prepare ourselves and our young family for the inevitable. Weeks later, as I walked into the hospital room, her eyes tracked me. Suddenly, rather than preparing to say goodbye, we were preparing to bring her home. With years of speech therapy, occupational therapy, and physical therapy, Emilee slowly regained some of her abilities. Emilee is now 48 years old and lives in one of Parkview Services group homes with 5 very good friends. Parkview Services is a Seattle-based nonprofit that not only provides housing for people with developmental disabilities, but also runs programs such as summer camps and mortgage assistance for those families who have a member with a disability. Parkview has been in existence since 1968, and my husband, Emilee's dad, has been on the board for over 30 years. Looking back, I spent so much time worrying what Emilee's future would look like. I'm proud to say Emilee has worked successfully for over 20 years at the Chittenden Locks in Ballard, even receiving a jacket for years of hard work. She brings joy to the faces of her employers, the Army Corps of Engineers, and to her fellow workers every day on the job. We were lucky and fortunate to live in a city where Emilee could grow up with organizations like Seattle Parks, Special Olympics, and Outdoors for All. While her 2 younger brothers, Eric and Bo, were busy with school, friends, and athletics, Emilee was also able to participate in her sports and activities. Throughout her life, she has brought joy, friendship, and love to everyone she meets. 44 years ago, Emilee's illness totally changed my life, my purpose, and my engagement in the community. Our family became focused on change, on helping those less fortunate than ourselves, and on making a difference. Emilee has brought us to this level of awareness and feeling. She has filled our lives and the lives of hundreds of others with great joy. Tom and I will continue to advocate for programs and services for people of all abilities.